Hello, my name is Kris Garfitt and I am a member of the German Radio Philharmonic Orchestra. Michael Faustino asked me to do this video, so thank you for that, just to show a few of the exercises that I do during my warm-up. And I thought I'd show you 3 exercises today. So the first one is to center the sound. The second one is to work on my high register. And then the third one is to combine the two together. And so the first one that I would like to show you, just for the sound, is one that I got from Simon Cowan, who is the solo trombonist in the Royal Liverpool Philharmonic Orchestra. I used to have lessons with him when I was maybe 16 years old. And he introduced me to this exercise, and actually I've done it every single day since then, so that's now 12 years since I started doing that, and I've done it really every day, and I really find it helps to create a pure vibration on my lips, and also to really center the sound. So I'll show you how it goes. It's a simple note bending exercise. I'm thinking about making sure that the first note is as beautiful as possible, but then also trying to take care that the fake note is as good, or trying to make it sound almost as good as the real note. So after that I would then go up one harmonic. To the harmonic below, so to the B flat below, and then I would bend down a fourth to the F, then put down the valve to make the real F, release the valve, so it's a fake note again, and then return to the original note. So I'll try and show you what I'm doing. So if you watch the valve. So if you can see, playing the real note, bending down to the F, putting the valve down to create the real F, take the valve off, and then return to the real note. And that's really good working on my low register and my vibration down there as well. So I do that right down to the bottom. And just doing that every day, it takes 5 minutes for months and months and months, and then finally years. I really find that it's always just improving your sound and making your sound more and more pure. The second exercise I would like to show you is for my high register. It's also an exercise that I started doing maybe when I was 20 years old or so, and I was really struggling with getting high notes, and certainly getting high notes freely. So I started doing this exercise, and it's also a good way of just measuring how comfortable you are, so you can really tell, because I think the problem with high register often is that we can't always notice a difference from one day to the next. and this exercise sort of helps you be able to do that. So I'll show you the shape. And just doing that all the way up to the top, and then you're really having to connect 2 octaves together. We're trying here not to stretch and not to force the note at all. So just try and let it sing freely. Going all the way up until you feel like you're already forcing the note, and then stop. And then the reason I say it's a good measure is because then you come back the next day and the next day and a month later and a month later, and then you do always realize that you're discovering new notes at the top of your register that are just coming out so much easier. So to continue that. To force the mouthpiece onto the lips at all. Fit enough and strong enough, you can even try and go higher than that. So the final exercise that I'd like to show you is an exercise that I saw Toby Oft talking about on a video on YouTube, and that's using this Bordoni etude, the second one. Sure many people are already familiar with, using this etude to really concentrate on producing a beautiful sound, and then take that higher and higher and higher until you're really working on the upper register. And I'll show you how I do that. So I first imagine how I want to play the first phrase, close my eyes and really imagine it in my head, and then try and produce it on the instrument, and then take again, that's just for one phrase, and then I take a break between the next 2 phrases. And then I imagine again how I would like the second phrase to sound, sing it through in my head, and then play it on the instrument, and I do that to the end of the study, so like this. think producing a beautiful sound is of course down to having a good vibration and down to technique, of course. However, I think it's also 50% to do with exactly knowing how you want your sound to be, because if you don't know what sort of sound you want to produce, then I think it's going to be difficult for you to produce a beautiful sound at all. So then I take this exercise then up to upper 4, to here, and do exactly the same. Continue to the end of the study, and then I would then take it an octave above the original version, so then it gets really high, but we're just trying the whole time not to play the notes loud, not trying to sing them beautifully. All we're trying to do is we're just trying to play as freely as possible and not force the notes at all. Continue that on to the end. So thank you for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed or got something out of watching it, and I hope that you all stay safe and stay indoors.